What's up, everybody? It's Danny here with Parker Ament.
What's up, guys?
We're here at Excellent Sound, guys, and we are here. We normally like to keep things a lot lighter.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Avicii is gone. He was one of the greatest producers, super influential to me. I know to you.
Super influential.
Raul, you too, right, bud?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. So it's pretty sad to have him, but we're going to celebrate his life, and we're going to do this remake of Wake Me Up, which sounds like this, guys. Yes. I just got to say, man, when I remember, I'm going to talk about Avicii for a second. I remember sitting in my roommate's room, and he was like, yo, did you hear the new Avicii stuff that he just came out with? And I think it was... I don't know if it was this or it was Hey Bro. No, it was this. It was Wake Me Up. And he did something that I thought was just like amazing. He took EDM and he took country music and folk music.
Yeah.
And he combined the two things together to make this, which is just amazing song, timeless. You know, if any producer's timeless with hits after hits, it's Avicii. And
Yeah.
I'm super bummed that he's gone.
Dude, and people thought that, like, you know, he purposely changed his genre to, you know, get more fans or something, but like in interviews, you know, he would always be like, yo, I'm just trying to make music that I love, you know, and that's timeless. And he was just like,
now he fucking did it, man.
Yeah. He's always talking about, like, now I have access, since I'm big, like I have access to all these like really awesome songwriters. So
yeah,
you know, he just collabed with everybody. It was great.
And I think, too, for, like, producers out there, for you guys, for us, I mean, for me, when I started trying to learn how to produce, I was watching a lot of the future musics in the studio. And one of the ones that's I'll never forget is the one of Avicii in the studio in, like, in Sweden, in FL.
Totally, dude.
And him going through, and this is what I think Avicii was just so good at, besides, like, writing, obviously, amazing songs, was he knew how to layer his sounds so fucking well, and he knew how to write amazing melodies. And whenever I hear this song, I always like, I don't know, it always makes me feel something. And I think
for sure, as
a producer, I think that is your goal. And man, it's so sad that he's gone. But we're going to be showing you guys. I think this remake, we worked really, really hard on it. We tried our best to make it as close as possible. We will be giving away all three of the presets for this chord layer in the download description below. Make sure you guys are subscribed, like, share, comment, all the above.
Down below.
Let's make this one for Avicii. This one's for you, Tim. Miss you, bro. R.I.P., right?
Yep.
So I'm going to go over some of the elements in this. And this is why, like I said, Avicii was so fucking good, man. Like, he taught me how to layer fucking chords. I mean, he didn't personally teach me, but just watching,
I was always
listening.
trying to copy his layers.
100%.
But you know, when I first started producing, I would layer like 7 stacks of synths, you know, thinking, because I was just watching him, thinking that's the way you do it. But like my shit would never, never come out like him. Yeah. But
so we got this synth right here, and this is like, we'll talk about typical Avicii synths and why they sound the way they sound, but this is the layer of 3 different layers that we're going to be playing. It sounds like this. So we're going to go through all 3 of those. Also, too, as per usual, we go ahead and remake the entire drop so you guys can hear. We got this Avicii kick right here we made. Nice house kick.
Oh, yeah.
His kicks, Swedish kicks, man. Swedish people, they're so fucking good at music.
Yeah, they are, man. Shout out Swedish people.
Shout out if you're Swedish and better than Americans.
Yes.
This kick, we'll be putting it in a new pack coming out, Signature Series Volume 4. Probably will announce in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
We do that with all our YouTube videos. So we got this nice kick, and these are the elements of the drop, so you guys can see if you want to make this style drop. This is very helpful. Open hi-hat I'm using right here. This is a new hat that also will be in there. It's just a nice open sounding hat. And then the other thing about these progressive tracks and these big room tracks is they have a lot of white noise too, which is right here. And it's just kind of on the upbeat. It adds a lot. It really does add a lot.
The cymbals.
Yeah, exactly. Other elements, we have sub. And for this one, since it was for Avicii, I went in here and played some guitar. I played guitar on this, which was really cool. I'll play that for you guys. It sounds like this. was really fun. I got to come in here and jam. And then the other thing underneath is this little lead, which is from the song. I could have played that too, but I was like, I got lazy after that. But yeah, those are the elements. And then the last thing is this crash effects, which we made to match the song to as well, which will be available in the Signature Series, as well as all this other stuff. Really nice sidechain. A lot of sidechain going on. So without further ado, let's hear it again all together just for the people at home. And I think layering sounds, it's not just with chords and stuff. I think it's super important just for people. You want to get your mix right. You can mix with sounds, if that makes any sense. You don't have to always be like EQing shit crazy, taking out notches.
Yeah.
You can really make a sound fulfill a space if you know what you're looking for. And the reason why these chords sound so good and why Avicii was so good is because he knew the right layers to pick. So the first layer that we're going to do is this kind of show techy saw, which sounds like this. And Avicii, okay, so Avicii also used Nexus and Silent, right?
Yes.
We're using Serum because most of you guys are Serum users and we're Serum users. And I find that with Serum, it's a little hard to get some really big mega saws. I don't know about you.
Totally.
I like the saws, but they're not like...
There's something like missing. It's like really brittle or something.
Yeah, it's like thin. I don't know. So I tried really hard to get this one, and I think it sounds pretty good. It sounds like this. And one of the main elements that I'm using here is I'm using Sausage Fattener. You guys should go pick this up if you don't have it. Now, I went ahead and made the rack with a saturator, which sounds pretty close to it. I went ahead and adjusted, which we'll go over that. But Sausage Fattener is so sick. It's a really good plugin. I think it's like $50. Go pick it up. It's used a lot with these guys in the progressive house and Vigor. I used to use it all the time when I was making that shit.
I found out about this plugin from that Avicii tutorial.
Exactly. So it's a really, really great plugin. So I recommend doing that. But if you don't have it, I went ahead and included a saturator in the rack, and you guys can use that in the download description below. Don't forget. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's go ahead and make this layer. So the first part, the MIDI, is what's important. Is the lead. I have it doing just the octaves. So essentially 2 octaves. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a stock Serum real quick while I do that. Okay, so if I pull up the MIDI, I'm gonna try to go through the MIDI too so people understand the idea of layering.
Yeah.
Oops. If I pull up the MIDI, you could see, oh man, I hate it when it does this.
Yeah.
There we go. Let me close Serum real quick. If I pull up the MIDI, I have, what is this? Starts on the B. Yeah, B and then a B here. And that's all it's doing. So let's hear it without anything on it. I'm going to call this one Saw 1. Why is it doing that? Come on. Cool. That should be sounding like that. I'm going to turn off the other ones for now, and we'll get into those later. Okay, so to make this mega saw, right, we'll call it's a super detuned saw. This is I would call this like the bottom of the sound.
Yeah.
This is the wide, this is the detune, this is what's making it sound a lot wider, but we're gonna layer it with a couple other sounds to really make this sound huge and big like Avicii would. So these mega saws, first thing, 16 waves. Apparently 7's the magic number. For this one I chose 16. Detune is gonna be up to 0.46, like so. Just like that. I'm going to have the random down to 11 is what we're looking for. Go down. Come on. Blend knob is good. Phase is good. Sorry. Set it to +1 octave, like so. Wavetable position all the way down. And the level is at where it's at. The other thing I did is I added some reliefs. I just put it to 309. So let's see how that's sounding, like so. A little loud. Let me turn it down. Actually, I should probably match the... Oh, yeah, I'm going to turn it down here. I love that fucking melody, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's so catchy.
So it should be sounding like that. Let's go ahead and do the second oscillator, Oscillator B. We're going to be putting this one at 0. Also 16 waves of unison, like so. Detune is going to be set to 0.44. Big mega saws.
Kind of balances each other out.
Right. Blend knob is going to be up a little bit more at 83, like so. Wavetable position all the way down, random all the way up for this one. I believe random is where it's starting the waveform. I don't know. I could be wrong.
The random?
Yeah. I put it on sync, and I'm using sync. Instead of doing it to a higher octave, I'm using sync to kind of create its own octave. Because when I pull sync up, it creates a higher pitch. I can pull it all the way up. But I'm put it to 1.68 is what you're going to be guys want it to do. Just like this. It sounded pretty good. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some more detuning, but we're going to use fine tune for that. We're going to go ahead and start with LFO 1. We're going to turn it, make sure it's on off, and turn BPM off too. We're going to be using hertz. So I'm going to put that on the fine tune like so, and I'm going to pull that down to -41. So that's what I'm looking for, -41. Just like so. And again, all this stuff is in the download description below if you guys just want to download it totally free. And then I'm going to put the hertz up to 36.7. It's really fast. So this is going to be moving the fine tune really fast. So you can barely you can hear it, but it's also, it's not, completely,
more shimmer.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just adding some more detuning, more widespread.
Yeah.
Nice. And then the other thing we're going to be doing is this is like a super, that when I think of show tech, I just think of this fucking, this sound right here. Turn on Portamento. Sorry, don't turn on. Just turn it up to, where's Portamento at, Park?
Oh, it's at 29.
29 milliseconds. I kind of want to hear it. Maybe I should do it like we'll do each one by one. Yeah, let's do it. It's just that wow, 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 wow. And what that Portamento doing is it's essentially gliding each note and kind of pitching it up as it goes. If I turn that down, you can hear the difference. And if you guys don't already have like Nexus, I know a lot of people don't have it and it's expensive, but Nexus is really dope because it's a really good way to start your sound design off with, like, if you need like a big saw. It's really great at that.
Yeah, it is.
But what's great about Serum is that since you guys are all sound designers and we're all sound designers, you're going to be seeing us using this in a way that I don't think a lot of people get with Serum. I think a lot of times it's just really focused on growls and stuff. So
yeah.
Okay, so back to Portamento. What do I have it at? 29 milliseconds?
Yep.
Yeah, 29. Let me put it back where it was. All right, that's looking pretty good.
The dubstep synth.
The dubstep synth. Oh yeah, turn the level of Oscillator B all the way up. I'm gonna turn the master volume down to like 50. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is let's get into the effects. I have it already pre-saved, so I'm gonna go ahead and load effect chain.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Saw chain, that's what we're calling it. I'm gonna turn them on one by one. Okay, turn off, off, off. Okay, Hyperdimension. The first thing I do is I got the rate set to 40%, detune at 17%, and the unison at 5 with the mix at 8%. This is adding more waves if you wanted to too, but it was sounding a little phasey. I think that's why I decided to leave it just a little bit. Dimension up to like 42. This is going to widen the sound to the left and right, and the Hyperdimension mix is at 6%. Just a little difference, nothing too much, but just a little bit. Next, we got some tube distortion because it's not a good saw without a little bit of distortion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I got some tube distortion with the drive at 56 and mix at 54. Sounding pretty good. And it wouldn't be a huge, big room or progressive song without delay and reverb.
Yeah.
So,
it's really interesting how it used to be, like, big room, and how everything is so wet sounding, so much reverb, so much delay, and now kind of like the trend in new music is like dry, zero reverb.
It's kind of interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, the trend in our kind of more genre of
Totally.
like trap and dubstep and all that stuff. But
but like, even I hear like bass house shit.
You know why that is though? I feel like
why? Why do you think?
Reverb is such an awesome effect, and delay is such an awesome effect. But when we're doing complex songs like that, and you start putting multiple things with multiple different reverb and delays,
Yeah.
it really can muddy up the mix. So I think a lot of people are, it's hard to mix good delay and reverb, especially if you're putting on multiple sounds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's why. In this, it's kind of okay because it's allowed to breathe because it's usually just a kick. You know what I'm saying? It's like kick 4 on the floor and maybe like a little bit of percussion, but it's mainly the synths that are kind of driving.
Yeah, I haven't really listened to a lot of like modern big room. Like I don't know if they're using like a lot of reverb. Raul, do you know? Are they using a lot of reverb?
What are
like,
they doing in the big rooms,
in the big
Raul?
snares?
Yeah.
Still kind of the same.
Yeah, that's why it's called big room. You know what I mean? It's a
yeah,
big
yeah,
room.
totally.
Nothing's really changed, really. Maybe.
Their sound design's a little different.
Yeah.
It's a lot more like, I don't know, fucking know. I don't listen to Martin Garrix anymore. Sorry, dude. Shout out Martin Garrix.
Shout out.
He's got a dope future music too.
Yeah, he does.
He's changing up his style.
Yeah, he's changed his shit. He's going more progressive, you know? But this is good. You guys, Avicii, if you make fucking bass music or you make rhythm or whatever, like, if you learn this style of music, it will help you. It's going to help you be a better musician, a better producer.
I agree.
I recommend trying to learn all fucking genres, dude. Do them all.
Yeah, what if somebody pays you for a big room song?
Yeah.
You know? And all you make is dubstep.
I'll kill a big room song.
Oh.
I will.
I know. I've heard your big room stuff. It's dope.
All right, let's get back into it. So the first thing, like I said, not the first thing, but where we left off was on the delay. Okay, so the delay, I just have quarter and quarter, BPM, feedback at 40%, it's set to normal and mix at 24, and then some reverb, hall, size at 35, decay at 5.9, low cut all the way down, high cut at 35, spin at 25, and spin depth at 20. It should be sounding like this, guys. And I'm also going to explain why Avicii has that signature sound in his saws, which I think I know what it is, in his big leads.
Why or how?
Why? I think why and how, too.
Cool.
Why and how. Okay, so let's get in. Let's process this just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and pull down the processing, which I forgot to do, and we'll go through what each one is
Throw
doing.
that compressor on there?
Yeah, that's off.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's my bad. Okay, so I'm going to grab this.
I do that too.
Yeah. I always
finding the balance between like the
I always leave it on too.
Post effects and the
Yeah, that's the other thing. I got more reverb here too. Okay, so here's what the post processing looks like, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and match the volume. I'm gonna open all this shit up. Don't worry about zooming in just yet, Raul. I'm gonna back up a little bit. I'm gonna turn the volume down because this shit's probably gonna get a little bit loud. Okay, so you can zoom in now, Raul. So the first processing I got. Let me turn this shit off. Don't worry about following me yet. Okay, here we go. So the first thing I got is just a saturator, and I got soft clip on, so I'm doing a little bit of, just a tiny little bit of limiting. Should be sounding like this. It's at 1.14, and this is all stock, I believe. I just turn it on and turn the soft clip on. Next thing, I got some reverb. I've talked about this in prior videos, but OTT after the reverb can really make it big in big room.
brings that tail out.
Yeah, exactly. I got a low cut here. You can see pre-delay at 2.5. I believe this is pretty much stock too. I just turned the decay up at 2.76 right here, and I turned the dry wet to 18%. And the reason why the dry wet's so low is because when you put an OTT after it, it's like taking that dry wet up like and doubling it.
Yeah, dude.
So the next one I got is an OTT. I'm gonna move it on over. Let me move it back. Don't worry, Raul. I got you. I got you, baby boo. Babe. There it is. Okay. So OTT, I just pulled up some top end, some mids right here, and set to 32%. And then I also have a sausage fattener on here, which I'm going to turn that on. If you guys have sausage fattener at home, you can match it, or you guys can use ours. I'll pull it down. Can I pull it down here? Can I do this? Nope, I can't. Okay, whatever. Fatness is at 7, and color is at 37 for this. But if you guys don't have sausage fattener, you can attain the same type of effect using another saturator right here. This saturator, will you zoom in there, buddy? Thank you. This saturator is at 0.57. Bass is at 4.0. Color on. It's set to medium curve. Frequency is at 2.29. Width's at 60. Depth's at minus 4.19. And dry wet's at 63.5. And then lastly, all I have is just a little bit of cut here. I cut some lows and I boosted some highs. It's pretty simple EQ. That rack is in the download description. It should be sounding like this, guys. Now I'm gonna minus the volume down because we're mixing it into everything else. I'm gonna match the other one, which is at 14 minus 14.4. I think that sounds pretty huge. Let's hear what it sounds like without the processing. With, well, that's because of the volume, but it just kind of widens it out in your ears a lot more.
Totally, totally.
So that's it for the first one, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to the second layer. So there's three main layers. Okay, there's the saw, which is the let's say that we'll call it the bottom. Okay, there is the middle, which I'm going to show you, which is kind of like a I would say it's used kind of more as like a tonal characteristic of the actual chords itself. And then there's like usually a top layer. And Avicii, which I'll save that actually. I'm going to save to for that part when I get to that layer. But let's get into layer 2. So layer 2, I'm actually using one of our presets from our pack called Future Bass. You guys can go get it. It's on our website, XLNTSOUND.com. It's got like 60 presets. It's got over 400 samples of Future Bass. But I'm using this preset. Yeah, show them the fucking artwork, dude. There it is, a fucking bass from the future. Dude. What up, bro? We're going to be making this sound that sounds like this. And it's just kind of layered in there. And you might not even notice it when you're listening to it, but it makes a huge difference. I'm telling you, just having like a middle layer. Does that make sense?
Totally.
This was one of my favorite sounds that I had made in the pack. It's just like kind of organy. I recommend if you guys don't have that pack, go get it. But we're going to give you guys this one for free.
Yep.
I did edit it just a little bit, and I'll show you what I did. But we're going to make that right now. So let's go ahead and make a new MIDI track. Am I forgetting anything? Am I supposed to say something else there?
No, I think you're doing good.
Okay, I'm going to option drag it down. I'm also going to take down this rack because this one's got a little bit of a rack too. And I have some different EQ on it too. So it should be sounding like this so far with everything. Oh, I don't have Serum on there yet. All right, let me put Serum up there. Here we go. Hey! All right, cool. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Oh, I'm going to turn the processing off. Layer. There's so many layers. I got to keep track of everything. Layer 2.
That would be cool if somebody made a whole song with initialized presets.
Waiting. Like, you guys at home. I'm still waiting for someone to do the Vanessa Carlton song with that preset.
Oh, yeah.
Well, didn't we say we'd give away something if somebody did it?
Yeah, it was with like lasers or some shit, right? That shit would be so funny. Oh, my God. But yeah, total initialized presets.
Exactly.
With everything.
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so for this sound, this layer, I'm going to turn the sub layer on first. I'm going to set it to 1. I'm going to try to go through this one a little faster.
Totally.
I think we've made this in a prior video, similar, this sound. But it's just a really good sound. You can use it. That's why the pack is so great, because all the sounds are versatile. They can be used
for all the new viewers out there.
Exactly. Okay, so subs at -1. I'm sorry, at 1, my bad. And turn the level down to 3%. The first oscillator A is going to be on a analog BD sine. So I'm going to go to analog BD sine. I'm going to set the wavetable position all the way down, which it is. Unison's at 2. Detunes at 0.07, like so. Blend knob is good. Phase is good. Random all the way up. Level good. Pan good. And no, what is this thing called again? Damn it.
The sender.
Warping.
The warp type.
The warp type should be sounding like this. Okay, cool. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do oscillator B. It's going to be set to basic shapes. Basic, because we're all basic. We're also going to leave it on sine. It's going to be set to 3 waves of unison. The detune's going to be at 0.13. Octave's going to be at +1. The blend is good. Phase is good. Random's good. Level, turn the level down to 56%, Parker. Is that what I have there? And then for the sync window, we're going to do sync half window. Don't know what that means. 2.16. 2.16. There we go. That's works.
Dope warp type.
Cool. Next thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and let's mess with this envelope. So this envelope's going to have a slower attack. Envelope 1, this is the envelope of the, what would you call that? The main ADSR of Serum. So the attack I'm going to set to 131. ADSR stands for attack, decay, and release. Yeah, I know what I'm saying sometimes.
Sustained release.
Sustained release. Decay is at 304 milliseconds. Come on, baby. 303. Ooh, I'm hungry, dude.
I know, dude. I'm starting
I
to
want a
get hungry.
burger. Okay, sustain at minus 12.
We should get a burger.
Yeah, let's do it. We're going to do it after this. Okay, and 378 milliseconds for the release. Come on. I know I could do typical clickable values, the Kermode special.
Kermode special.
But I still didn't update Serum. I'm going to do that after this. 372. Cool. And get a burger. Okay, that's looking good. And then also we're going to do a filter. Low G12 is what we're looking at. And then turn the cutoff all the way up to 2784. 2784. I can't say like numbers like that.
I like saying my like phone number really
Yeah.
long. 909
Don't say your number, bro.
Oh god, I forgot.
Damn, bro,
Shout
you're
out
famous.
909ers.
Thanks for the 7K, guys. We're there. We did it
7K.
on our way to 8.
Fucking did it.
We're never gonna be satisfied until we hit 1 billion subs.
1 billion subs.
Watch
without
out, pewds. Okay, and also make sure the sub oscillator is going into the low MG12. Let's see how it's sounding. Let's hear how it's going. Ooh, it's like very organy.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm at a Dodger game.
The Doyers.
They're playing this on, when you go to the
Yeah.
game. I went to a Dodger game recently and they were playing Avicii.
Did they play Avicii?
She was
That's
playing,
awesome.
Actually, no, she was playing this.
Really?
She was, yeah. Where?
Oh, that's awesome.
mind blown.
Shout out, dude.
Shout out to Avicii. Okay. So that's sounding
Endless
good.
shout outs.
Resonance is good. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's turn on Portamento, turn it to always, and set it to 50 milliseconds and forget it. I want to hear how it's sounding in the mix without the other one. It's like that undertone that you don't realize is there. That's really making the flavor. The flavor.
Yeah, it's kind of like blending the high synth with the guitar. Right? Did I ruin it? Oh, did I ruin it yet? No? Okay.
No, I think you're dead on, Parker.
I think that's a great
fucking
key.
high five.
Key.
Nugs of Nodge. Do you guys smoke Nodge?
We sure do.
Do you smoke Nodge? I get fucking twisted on Nodge. I get high as fuck on Nodge.
High as fuck.
Nugs of knowledge. Okay, sorry, I'm fucking around. This is all looking good.
Are we on the
Let's make some fucking LFOs. Okay, LFO 1. This is what's different than the original. The original one was like this, I think, and it sounded like you put it on the cutoff, right? And then you shift option, click it backwards, and set it to 99. I'll show it. It sounded before, and then I'll show you how we're going to change it. If you have the preset at home, you can just do this in a second, but if you already have the pack, that is. Set it to envelope, sorry, and set it to bar. Did I have it on bar? All right, tight. Oh, I changed it. That's why. Okay, never mind. I forget how the old one was. It was like this. Whatever, fuck it. Anyway, take this and pull it all the way over there. Set it to bar. Sounds like this. So it's just kind of opening that up as it goes. It's starting open and closing. All right, cool. That's looking good. Envelope bar, that's right. Okay, let's go to LFO 2. What's LFO 2 doing, Parker? Oh, it's a straight line. Boop. Just like so.
Straight line.
All right, and make sure this is also on envelope and set it to bar. And then this is going to go on. What is this one going on?
Filter cutoff.
Oh, it's going on the cutoff too?
Yeah.
Oh, I did some weird shit, bro.
I think this is just to like clean up.
Yeah.
Right? Little clean up action on there.
Maybe. Okay, next, LFO 3. It's going to be like this. This is going to go on the fine tune, just like we did for the saws. That's going to be set to minus 19. Like so. Cool. And then LFO 3 is going to be set to off. And we're going to turn off BPM and just leave it where it's at, just like so. Damn, my hand hurts from that awesome high five you gave me.
Oh, dude. We're the master of high fives.
Yeah. You and Doster give heavy high fives, dude.
Huge, wide-fingered high five.
Very, very heavy. Very manly. Okay, next, let's get into some effects. We're going to do some macros, too, so you guys can have the preset. Okay, the first thing I did is I put a compressor on, and I set it to multiband, and I probably just turned the gain up, right? No, I didn't. I did some other shit. What's the gain at? 10.9. All right, 10.9 is what we're looking at. Mix, I turned it down to 36. I like how I go out of order and just fuck people up.
No, I'm just like, what
Yeah,
are
I
you
always
doing?
fuck you up.
Like,
All right, from left to right. Threshold is at minus 14.5. That's ADD for you, bro.
Yeah.
Ratio is at 1.8 over 1, like so.
But you probably do that when you're designing it, too.
Yeah,
right?
100, I'm
You
just
fuck up
doing
the gain first.
Yeah, exactly. Always the gain.
That's what I do, too.
I'd like make this shit loud.
Especially for compression.
28.9. That works. 28.6. Release, set it to 90, and then gain is at 10.9. Yeah, I already did that. Okay, should be sound like this.
Bringing it out.
Okay.
Quick little dab.
Couple dabs. Hyperdimension. We're going to put that one on. Hyperdimension is going to be... Rate's going to be at 40%. No, 30%. Sorry,
Thirds.
Parker. Detune's going to be set to Sev 4s. Sev 4. Unison's at Sevs. So much fun to say. You know, like if people in Canada, they say Z for 0.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
It would be really hard to like get into the habit of that.
It would be. 76% for the dry wet. I saw you fuck that up, Parker. Don't try
No,
to.
dude. That's 20 cents.
2 cents. Oh, I'm sorry. I was wrong. It's
definitely 2
2 You tried to
cents.
put it 2 cents. All right, 2 cents it is.
Yeah, dude. There it is.
Because it really fucking matters.
Yep.
Okay. Size at 31. And mix at all the way down. Okay. All right, that sounded good. Chorus. This is the main part of the sound. The chorus is going to be, the rate is going to be where it's at. Delay is going to be down at 0.3, like so. I think I have this on a macro, which I'll adjust. And then 0.3 for the other delay. Depth is at 3.4.
Yep.
Like so. Oh, I should have just loaded the rack. Oh, well. Feedback is at 80%. Did I even save this rack? I don't fucking remember.
Could probably fly it.
No.
Okay, yeah, we're already in it.
We're already in it, bro. We're in it to win
Knee
it.
deep, dude.
LPF, low pass filter. Skip feedback. That's fine.
Dose.
Triple deuce. You guys ever take a triple deuce? You take a dump. And then you leave and then you have to poop again.
And then you have to go
then
again.
you have to go again.
After.
Yeah, you're like, dude, triple deuce.
Definitely been there.
And then the mix all the way down. I have this on a macro, which I set to, I think it's Vibe. Is it the Vibe macro?
Yeah.
What you got in your ear, bud?
I don't know, dude.
Are you
got some
phasing,
nugs
dude?
and
You got
nugs.
some phase going on? What is this on? Oh, wait, I can just, I made a wah-wah filter. Okay, I'll do this for the people at home. Take this, whatever, take any macro and turn it on like so. And then what you can do is if you do this. It just kind of makes it into like a wah, 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 wah. Yeah, that's right. Okay. But I'm going to leave it off for right now. We'll call this wah, wah. Okay, that looks good. Next we're going to do a flanger. Flanger is going to be set the mix all the way down to, I went right to left. Fucked you up. 24. Phase is good, feedback is good, depth is good, and rate is good. Should be sounding like this. Nice. Are you yawning during my fucking class? Jesus.
Something's up with my like right ear. You know
Are
when
you
that
okay?
happens?
Oh,
yeah, like
you're
when
phasing.
the pressure. Yeah, the
You're
pressure
phasing.
level. It's weird. I'm trying to like
Aw.
get it all EQ'd.
Getting EQ'd your ears. Okay.
No, I'll be okay.
Can I continue, Parker?
Yep.
Jeez.
Continue. Let's continue, guys.
Next thing.
Is that okay? All right.
Next thing is delay. Delay is going to be like this. Make this kind of shape. Set it to quarter. Quarter is good. Mix. Turn it down to 12. 12 feels great. 12 is good. And then lastly, some reverb, like so. Reverb is going to be set to... You fucked me up this time. Make sure it's on Hall. Size is at 35. Decay is at 4.7. Low cut, so it's pretty much stock. Is that what I did? Yeah, I did stock. Leave it stock. And then mix is at 20%. Should be sounding like this. All right, let's do some more. Oh yeah,
Are we on
we
to
got to
the
finish
max?
the wah-wah filter. So go to now we're gonna get into the macros, guys. Let's go to the. Already did that. Go to.
Should we do a
No,
spread?
that's basic. Go to the vibe. Ah, okay. Vibe. This is the vibe macro is what I called it. Throw this on the rate of the hyperdimension all the way up. And then you want to turn this macro. Can you click back on the macro? We'll call this one vibe. Like so. Oops. Vibe.
Vibage.
And then turn the vibe. We need some more vibe. Vibe at like 44%. And then I also have this other thing called wah-wah rate, which I put that another macro. I'll do the other one too. This one is on LFO 4 rate, which is, wait, did I make LFO 4?
Did we?
No, I didn't.
Have... Oh, no.
Okay, sorry. We forgot to do an LFO. So LFO 4 is going to look like this, just like so. Set to trigger, and set it to bar. I think I did this to like you could turn it into a wah-wah filter. See, that's the thing about the pack too, is all these presets have these macros that'll just completely change the sound.
Yeah.
I think this is one of them. Okay, so LFO 4, I'm going to put that on the low pass filter. I'm going to shift option or shift Windows, click it backwards like so. And it should be set to 100, which I think it already is. Nope, set it to 100. And then we're going to put this, we're going to call this wah-wah filter. We're going to put this on the bar. So go to the macro for me. How far do I have it up? Okay, I got it like, what is that?
Dosevs.
Oh, oh damn, I just
Look
fucked
at
up.
that shit, dude.
Set this to bar, and then set this to 2 sevs. And we'll call this wah rate. Cool. If I turn this up, pretty sick.
Yeah, dude. Future BＡSS remix, dude.
See, that's like a cool little thing that's in there. If you guys have it, the pack at home, or if you're making this too, you got a little fun way to make it into a wah-wah. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn the wah-wah rate down. Or sorry, I had it like halfway, but it just this is like the on button, I guess. So this isn't really coming to play unless this knob is up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then the other thing I have on is just I made a spread, which I probably just put it on the. Did I put on the mix knob? Let's go to this one.
Which one?
It's not on, but the first
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
My mom keeps calling me.
From an unknown number?
No,
She's trying to trick you?
trying to trick me, bro. Okay, yeah. So you can do another one on the mix knob right here and turn it all the way up. But this is just for you guys, and I just called this spread. And that's if you want to make this it sound wider. We're gonna leave it off for now. Okay, now let's get into the processing. Let's close that out. That's looking good.
Looking beautiful.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn on this audio effect rack. I'm gonna go over it just real quick. Reverb, I have it set to pretty stock, I believe. A little bit of low cut. 2.50 for the pre-delay. Shapes at 0.50. Stereo is 100. Size is 100. Decay is at 107. 60% density, scales at 40. You can see, yeah. And then 29% is the dry wet. Moving on to the OTT. You know me. Nice, Raul. Very nice cuts. Raul's doing such a great job. Good job, Raul.
Fantastic.
Baker got lost at Coachella.
Lost in Coachella.
Baker went to Coachella over the weekend. Haven't seen her since. Haven't seen her since. She got a big hat.
Wishing her luck.
That one dude's gonna have to start a search party in the comments. Shout out Baker, we miss you. Baker,
come back. We need
come back
you.
from Coachella. Okay.
Safely.
Just lost in the desert somewhere. So fucked up. Okay. So OTT, yeah, I just pulled up some highs and some mids, and then the amounts at 32%. And then I EQ'd this. Here's the other part of layering sounds. I EQ'd it because this is, like I said, a middle sound. So it's just kind of the middle of the sound. Wait,
Yeah.
There we go. So that with our other layer that we just created should be sounding like this. Oh no, that's the old one. This one. I'm gonna turn this down to minus 7.3 to get the mix right. 7.3. Can you pull up that sound real quick and make sure I got the master volume right?
Sev's due.
Sev's deuce. Sev deuce. All right, cool.
Yeah,
so now it's exact.
good.
Okay, and now for the Avicii, the sound of Avicii.
The Avicii Special.
Why does Avicii Sound have his sound? And it's always, for the most part, you could find most of his chords, his big layer synths, they are always layered with a grand piano, usually a Nexus grand piano. But we don't have Nexus right now, so we're going to use something that's totally free in Ableton. And we're just going to fuck with it just a little bit, and it's going to sound like a Nexus piano. So lastly, the other layer that we are missing here is a grand piano, and you guys should have this all stock in Ableton. If you don't, you can use another one, but I'll show you what I did on this one. I think I included the piano rack, which is pretty basic, but the layers of this one, the midis are all pretty much the same, which normally you don't do that, but I did it and it worked for this one. For the piano, I'm gonna go ahead and join this. I have an octave on each one. On the high octave, the second high octave, the middle octave, the low mid octave, and the low.
Nice.
I loaded up just Ableton stock grand piano. If you search up here and type in grand piano, you can see it. Now, what I did differently is I turned the brightness up. I turned the hardness up to, I think, 66. Reverb at 10%. Release, I gave it some more release at 80%. Tone at 108. And then here's where the processing came in. This is what's making a huge difference. I made this little rack. Oops, don't hit map. Oh, I'm fucking shit up, Raul. I'm fucking you all up. You don't even know what to do. Okay, here, let me move that up. Thank you, Raul. Okay, so reverb. I'm going to move that over. Come on, baby. Come on. There we go.
There it is.
Okay, so I got some reverb. Pre-delay at 2.5. Low and high cut like so. 1.04, 5.46. Decays at 710, so it's a shorter reverb. Dry wet's at 21. This is all stock. And then ping pong delay just at set at 4 with no feedback at 26 dry wet. Oh, sorry, 25 dry wet. Should sound like, let me turn off this, see whether you can hear the delay. I like turning the feedback off. I don't know why. And then I cut some lows out. And now it sounds like this.
Very subtle. Very subtle.
Very subtle. R.I.P., dude. R.I.P. Avicii. Guys, don't forget, you guys can get all these sounds and more at our website at www.xlntsound.com. We got a huge list of free downloads now of all the videos that we've been doing. If you're not subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe to us, and you guys
we
can
have over 50 Serum presets for free on our website, you guys.
Yeah, and all of them usually come with an audio effect rack too.
Yeah, most of them have audio effects
and
racks.
There's some project files in there too.
Project files. Some of them have numerous Serum presets, so more than one. Some of them have 3, you know?
There's tons of stuff in there, guys. So go check it out on our website. You can download this too, the link will be in the download description below. All these 3 sounds and their racks. Look for a new pack coming out soon, which we'll probably announce in a couple weeks.
Yes.
Where these samples that we made will be in the Signature Series Part 4 of that. And make sure you guys check out Future BASS. It's doing wonderful. Thank you, Raul, for showing that. It's out there. It's got over 60 presets. It's got over 400 samples. Not to be mistaken by its younger brother Cartel, which Cartel has come out and been out for a while too. We'll show you guys that. It's a hybrid trap Future BASS.
Yeah.
Cat pack with this one has 90 presets and over 300 samples. It's a really good pack. It's probably we're getting a lot of great reviews from all of you guys. Thank you guys for posting all the nice love. Shout out to Avicii and his family. I'm so sorry for your loss. Big fan of Avicii. His music will live on.
Yeah. It's what he wanted, you know, timeless music.
Yeah, dude.
Honestly.
For sure, man.
It really is.
It's a super bummer. We try to keep it light as possible. We wanted to do this remake in tribute to him because I know all of us here in this room have felt some sort of way from songs maybe you have at home.
Yeah.
You know, I wish the best to his family. So
Definitely.
I feel bad kind of ending it on a sad note, but let his music live on. The founder of worship EDM. Am I right?
Yeah, dude, for real. Straight up.
So thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys in the next time. I'm going to play this bitch out. Let's do this for Avicii.
Let's do it.
One last time. Or not one last time. Timeless. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you.